In romantic relationships, trust is often considered the cornerstone of connection. But what if certain questions consistently trigger deception, even from the most committed partners? A controversial perspective claims that there are 5 specific questions women almost universally lie about, questions that strike at the heart of intimacy, loyalty, and emotional transparency. This theory doesn't deal with casual fibs or white lies. It delves into foundational deceptions, the kind of responses that shape how a man sees a woman, trusts her, and invests emotionally in a relationship. According to this viewpoint, every woman has lied in response to these questions, regardless of how loving or honest she appears. The lies are so normalized, they've become routine, even expected. Question 1. How many men have you slept with? This question is perhaps the most asked and least truthfully answered. Women do not calculate their response based on facts but on a formula aimed at preserving the relationship. Variables include the man's maturity, ego, and level of experience. A conservative man might hear 3 to 6, while a more experienced man may be told 8 to 12. Rarely, if ever, is the real number disclosed. Women reportedly downplay their sexual past not just to protect their image, but to protect the man's self-esteem. They omit one-night stands, drunken hookups, and brief flings, categorizing them as non-events. When pressed, many women respond with deflection, defensiveness, or accusations of insecurity, all designed to turn the question back on the man and avoid revealing the truth. Question 2. Are you attracted to any of your male friends? Many women have thought intimately about at least a few of their male friends, yet will deny it when asked. The reasoning behind the lie is simple. Honesty would create distrust, jealousy, and demands to sever these relationships. Women maintain friendships with men they find attractive, often as emotional or potential romantic backups. To preserve plausible deniability, women offer responses like, "He's like a brother," or "We're just friends." If a woman becomes defensive when this topic arises, it may suggest there's something more beneath the surface. The presence of attraction doesn't necessarily mean infidelity, but it does blur the lines of emotional fidelity. Question 3. Are you happy in this relationship? This question, while seemingly benign, is said to be the most dangerous. Many women claim to be happy even when they're already emotionally checked out or planning their exit. Admitting unhappiness would force uncomfortable conversations and potentially irreversible decisions. So, instead, they pretend. Their answers often fall into coded language. "I'm perfectly happy" might mean they're hiding serious concerns. "I'm mostly happy" could indicate doubts. Meanwhile, "I'm happy enough" may signal that they're already preparing to leave. Women lie not only to their partners but also to themselves, avoiding the emotional labor of change or confrontation. Question 4. Have you ever emotionally cheated? Emotional infidelity often starts subtly, conversations that evolve into deeper emotional connections. Women rationalize these connections as just friends, especially when there's no physical intimacy. But the emotional investment, sharing secrets, relying on another man for emotional support, or comparing him to their partner, can erode the primary relationship more than physical cheating. When asked, women deny emotional cheating entirely, and often flip the accusation to make the man seem paranoid or controlling. Most women maintain friendships with men they find emotionally stimulating for a reason. These connections satisfy needs not being met in the relationship, but admitting this would dismantle the illusion of exclusivity and loyalty. Question 5. Do you still think about your ex? This final question is said to strike at the deepest level of emotional truth. Many women still think about past lovers, especially the ones who left a lasting emotional or sexual imprint. Many women think about her ex during intimate moments with their current partner, while publicly denying any lingering thoughts. Women compare their current partners to exes more than they'd ever admit, using these memories as a benchmark for satisfaction, intimacy, and life choices. These mental visits into past relationships can be persistent and detailed, even if never acted upon. Women justify this by saying, thinking isn't cheating, though it undeniably influences how they feel and act in their current relationship. So what should men do? The answer isn't to interrogate women endlessly. Instead, men should shift focus from what women say to how they behave. Watch how she interacts with male friends. Pay attention to whether her actions align with her words. Look for signs of emotional disengagement rather than trusting surface-level affirmations. More importantly, men are encouraged to build their own self-worth and emotional resilience. Instead of needing constant verbal validation, they should maintain high standards and be ready to walk away if they sense misalignment between words and actions. Conclusion: these 5 questions, about sexual history, attraction to male friends, relationship happiness, emotional fidelity, and thoughts about exes, are, according to this perspective, inherently deceptive territory. While this view may be controversial, it challenges men to look beyond words and read the unspoken language of behavior and emotional patterns. Whether one agrees or not, it provokes deep reflection on the nature of honesty, trust, and emotional security in romantic relationships.